Arsenal are ready to compete for the Premier League title again after an emphatic 3-1 win over Manchester United. Arteta's side created more chances, controlled the tempo of the game in certain phases, but also played some brilliant football to cut Manchester United open. If you look at the two football clubs, I think when you look at Arsenal's recruitment over the last 3 years, it's been absolutely fantastic. The signing of Declan Rice has been brilliant, of course scoring the really important second goal, but also the likes of Fabio Vieira being off the bench, allowing Arsenal to get that second goal. The depth is there. Arsenal are ready for a title challenge once again. So in the game, of course, Manchester United took a surprise lead with a counter-attack following a really good interception from Eriksen, freeing Marcus Rashford in behind Ben White, cutting inside and finishing off. But I want to take you to the second goal of the game right now because it was absolutely brilliant. Manchester United had really good spells playing out from the back with Andre Onana really controlling the tempo and getting on the ball. I think United's problems was not, getting through this first defensive bit of play from Arsenal, not getting through that first defensive line, but it was getting into the final third. It was creating chances. It was having the interchange. It was having the fluidity that Arsenal have. Manchester United are good in that first phase, whereas Arsenal are good in the first phase. They're good in the second phase in terms of their linking, their rotation, and how they play. So let's dive in and have a look at that right now. So for me, this goal really highlights why Arsenal are so further down the line, their project, than Manchester United. They are closer to Manchester City because of the fluidity and how they play out of the back. So we pick the ball up with Gabriel at left centre-half. Of course, Gabriel coming back into the team after missing the first few games. I prefer Arsenal so much more with Gabriel and Zinchenko in the team. I think the rotations are a lot better. I think we've got to give Kai Havertz a bit of credit for this goal as well. He works really well in unison on that left-hand side. I speak a lot about Arsenal's right-hand side, Saka, Odegaard and Ben White, but I also think the left-hand side is going to start to really get good. Either Kai Havertz in the central midfield position or Fabio Vieira. So first and foremost, you'll see Kai Havertz drop off the line to join Declan Rice in defensive midfield. Consequently, Zinchenko will push forward, and that'll sort of trigger Martinelli to drop inside into the inside channel. It's really simple football out of the back from Arsenal, but really effective. This kind of middle third is where Arsenal, Manchester City and Liverpool are very, very good. Gabriel in possession is going to look for that pass into the feet of Martinelli. Manchester United already have a little bit of a problem. Casemiro's been pulled out by Havertz's movement, and Christian Eriksen's going to have to defend a lot of space. Victor Lindelof's worried about the movement in behind him as well. He's looking to get close to Eddie Nketiah, but he's going to drop off. The consequent movement is absolutely brilliant. Martinelli drops in, receives possession, instantly flicks the ball to Zinchenko on the overlap. We speak a lot about Zinchenko playing on the inside, but the fluidity of Arsenal is at a point now where Zinchenko will be outside, he'll be inside, he'll be where the space is, and I think that is the brilliance of Mikel Arteta's side. Little flick from the outside of the boot, Zinchenko gets the ball in the final third. What I like about this though, Martinelli doesn't just stop there, he opens up the space with a forward run. You're going to see in a minute that Eddie Nketiah is going to be in acres of space, but this all comes from the brilliant movement, the lovely little flick, dropping off the line, lovely little flick on the outside to Zinchenko, then opening up the space to create a channel for the pass inside from Zinchenko, who's going to one-touch it inside, going to be Eddie Nketiah, drop it to Martinelli, and then Martinelli's going to go for the cutback. But the fluidity there is brilliant. It really is good. The space that Arsenal create in between the lines is a real reason why they score this goal. Pass inside from Zinchenko, one-touch Nketiah, Martinelli across with a cutback. And the way that they've moved Manchester United's midfield, Casemiro's been taken out by, Kai Havertz, drawing him deep. You've got the backline being pulled back by Martinelli's forward motion, and then you'll see Eddie Nketiah drag the centre-back away from the space. He's going to pull, Martinez is going to get pulled by Eddie Nketiah's forward motion into the box, which leaves Christian Eriksen with a bit of space that he's got to make a decision to try and defend that space, which opens up, that pocket for, of course, Odegaard to swipe the ball home. Martin Odegaard scored more goals than any other midfielder since the start of last season. A brilliant finish and a brilliant goal that Arsenal scored. And that's the real difference between Manchester United and Arsenal right now. Arsenal play these brilliant cutting moves from centre-back into the attacking area, overlaps, forward runs, space created, finishing on the edge of the box. It's really, really good football from Arsenal, and it completely cut Man United open. So that's the real side that is the difference between the two sides at the moment. You're looking at Kai Havertz dropping in. You're looking at Martinelli looking to receive. Zinchenko's going to come on the overlap, creates the space in between the lines, and it's a simple tap-in from Martin Odegaard on the back post, as we've seen time and time again. But I think that not only that is Arsenal have that plan in possession. They've got the plan off the ball as well. I thought at times they waited for the right moment to press United in the first half. But as well, the big thing is Arsenal have got more to their armoury than just that. They identified a really weak area for Manchester United's zonal defence on the back post. And this is credit to Arsenal's analytics department and set-piece coach. You can see Manchester United defend in a zonal manner. Højlund on the near post, and then a line of Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, Harry Maguire and Diogo Dalot sitting on the back post. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's a blocker in this move, and then you've got Rashford and another United player dealing with Gabriel. But if you look at this back post space, so what you're going to do against some zonal defences to get really good value out of them is actually drop the ball either to the near post, so overload that near post, drop the ball near post, flick to the back post and look to attack the back post, or as Arsenal did for this goal, really, really good, completely over the zone from Saka and drop it to that back stick. What I like about this from Arsenal as well, you'll see Tomiyasu, Gabriel and Gabriel Jesus hit that near post. What that means, it creates even more space at the back post for simply Declan Rice to chest the ball down. But you can see Manchester United's defenders are going to get pulled, and as well, you've got another defender getting pulled into a zone, which opens up more space for Declan Rice to simply chest the ball down and basically win the game for Arsenal with a deflective shot on goal. But this all comes from planning. This all comes from smart play. This all comes from just a really well-run football club right now. The set pieces on point, the possession game's on point, and of course the counter-attack is also there. Arsenal brought on Fabio Vieira late in the game. He was directly involved in his third goal in 2 match years, won the penalty for Saka in the last game against Fulham, and then assisted Eddie Nketiah for the second goal. This is fantastic. Really good 50-50 there, won by Reece Nelson, and then straight away, heads up football from Fabio Vieira, lovely left-footed pass into the feet of Gabriel Jesus. United's line is disastrous. Johnny Evans playing Gabriel Jesus on side, but I think the quality in finishing, the little feint to send Diogo Dalot, get it onto a stronger right foot and then bending it round, absolutely fantastic. Arsenal have got a lot of plans in a lot of different areas of the pitch, and I think when you look at the setup and how well both wingers did again against Manchester United, last time they both created the top chances on the pitch with 4. This time you saw Gabriel Martinelli beat one of the best 1v1 defenders 5 times in the game. He beat Aaron Wan-Bissaka, had 3 shots, created a chance, but also Saka on the other side, most passes in the final third, but also created 5 chances, including the goal. Missed a big chance as well after another scintillating Arsenal move. Arsenal were in just a much better place, and you think Declan Rice signed for £115 million. That's going to look like great business at the back end of the season. The ball control, 64 passes completed throughout 3 of his aerial duels won, 100% of his tackles won, 2 interceptions. Arsenal are in a great place right now to challenge Manchester City. Yes, they've lost 2 points on City so far in the race, but I do think they are in there this season. I think the signings have been great. The squad's getting back to fitness as well with Zinchenko and Jesus back. There's a lot of positivity, and if they've got a plan in a number of facets of the game, they're going to be competing for that Premier League title. Anyway, Arsenal fans, get into the comments below. How happy are you with Arsenal so far this season? And of course, you want to see Fabio Vieira start next week. I've been Statman Dave. See you later.